What's going on, everybody? Zam here with FRF. A little bit of a drum introduction today on this live stream, either watching us, hopefully on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you are. Hello, FRF Nation. How are you? It is already October, which is the greatest month of the year. At least that's the way I look at it. This is the month where people who have joined and entered the FRF 5K plus 343 virtual workout are performing it. It's also still the month where you can join. They are over 300 participants right now. And I'm just going to cover that really quickly. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about workouts 101, how to, how to get back at it, especially if you have taken some time off. We'll talk about workout basics, how to get back on track, and how to be consistent, how to get consistency. But before we do, I wanted to just promo the FRF 5K. It's a virtual workout. If you haven't joined, please go to firerescuefitness.com, and on the top there's a banner that talks about it. It's an event we set up to help benefit the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and the First Responder Center for Excellence. It's a 5K, 2K walk, but you intermingle different exercises in between. It's a challenge, but any and every level of fitness can participate and accomplish it. And it's just a great event that's being done virtually all over the world right now. We have Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the US members doing. So please take a look at that at firerescuefitness.com. There'll be a banner on there. Again, there are almost 300 participants. We're going to aim to get another 100. So if you're going to do it, join, please spread the word. And actually, if you use 20 for my crew, it's a 20% off. You get a t-shirt, you get a program, you get a chance to win prizes from TRX, FRF, Crackle Magazine. We also have Side Charlie Tools. We're having some Amazon gift cards. So there's quite a few options and opportunities for prizes there. So what's going on, Chad and Josh and all the members of the FRF Nation? Again, please consider joining that FRF 5K. I'm going to actually do it. Last year, I did it in a Tigger costume, and I will do that again on October 31st. I'll probably do another one here on the 15th or 16th, depending upon my shift schedule. But you can do it as many times as you like in the month. But we're already getting people posting that they did it and their progress. And, times are ranging anywhere from, 30 minutes all the way up to an hour. It's on your own. It's on your honor. It's fun to do with a group. We're having a lot of people do it with their family members. I know for me, I'm going to do one alone, and I'm going to do one with my dog and one with my neighborhood. So please consider going to firerescuefitness.com. Look at that event again to benefit National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. October 31st is the last day to join and to actually participate. What happens is you do it virtually, send me a picture and your time. We throw you into a pool where we're drawing for all sorts of prizes. Great way to raise money and get in shape, help out the fire service. So we're talking about fitness. We talk about the fire service. That's kind of what FRF is about. And really lately, I'm getting more into trying to look at the application side of fitness and nutrition. I think now, when I first started this company like 12 years ago, and when I first started writing in the fire service, it was all about just, hey, we really need to be, more fit. We need to take and make fitness a priority. And I think as a fire service, we at least know we need to do that. And, please comment if you think I'm wrong. But for the most part, I think a lot of us now know, especially for us as first responders, how important it is to stay fit and to try to really develop healthy habits to help us stay fit around the stress of the job, and also just the physical demand that the job has on our bodies. And so I wanted to get back to just, creating healthy habits. How do you do that? Right? Because that's the biggest thing is I'll get people email me and go, I know I need to work out. How? Can you give me an extra hour in the day? Can you, give me a pill that'll help me work out? And I wish I could. But the more I talk to people, and the more I talk to leaders within the fire service, which I'm very fortunate to be able to do that, and talk to, volunteers on the East Coast, volunteers on the West Coast, full time, all around the country. It really comes down to obviously creating that habit, making a little bit of time for it every single day, and then making it part of your daily ritual, making it part of your daily life. I had a great conversation with a very, very prominent chief. And, what he just said today, he takes a list every single day and he says, I want to get these things done. Fitness is always on his list. Now, there's days where if he's recovering, he, he would make sure that he would recover, or he would do something for his mind. So he just writes it as far as part of his priority list every single day. And I thought that was I thought it was really a great thing. I have these lists and I got my notebooks and I have these things that I want to try to do. And sometimes I'm not very good at doing them. And so prioritizing fitness and just and kind of making sure it's on your daily list is one of the better ways to do it. I've also had a lot of people have success with working out first thing in the morning. They get to the firehouse maybe a little bit early, or they get to work, or they wake up a little bit earlier, and they just get 20 to 30 minutes. For me, I've tried that over the years. I'm not a morning person. I try to get it in right over the lunch hour, right after lunch, around 12 or 1. I seem to be at my best at that time. And for me, that's what I've found over the years to work. I just try to shut things down about noon, get my workout going in, and then figure out how my afternoon is going to work. Now, if I'm at the firehouse, we typically get a break over the lunch hour, or I'll do it right before dinner, about 4 o'clock. Sometimes if we're working out as a crew, we'll try to do it at 4. Our mornings, unfortunately, the way our schedule works at the firehouse, mornings are always trainings starts at 7:30 briefly and it goes all the way through. But some people still come in at 6, and then they put all their stuff on the rig right at 7, and they're there. So so that's one of the ways. And the reason I go back to making healthy habits, I see all these challenges that are out on the internet right now. There's I don't know, like walk a mile, 25 push-ups a day, and all these different challenges. And I think these are great. But my challenge to you is work out 30 days in a row. And what I mean by that is you don't have to go for a long run or make it intense. Recovery, stretching, yoga, sitting in a corner, doing some deep breathing, just a little bit of just sitting there quietly. That's a workout for that day. And dedicate like every single day something to either helping you physically or mentally. It might be a walk with your family and your spouse and your kids. That's great. Okay. Then the next day might be an FRF workout. And then the next day might be a crew workout. And then the next day you might just take a nap for 30 minutes, right? Do a little stretching, but try to make it part of every single day and look at each week in advance. Because, knowing like with me, when I travel, I know there's days that I'm not going to get a workout in. So I'll use those days to do maybe just a 5-minute stretch in the hotel room, do some mental working out, whatever I can do to try to make myself better every single day, physically and mentally. And I think that's what we need to really emphasize. And I don't really care, how you go about doing that from the standpoint of, when you work out and how long you work out. When you first get started, 10 minutes a day, but just stay consistent. It's really, and I think Josh Murdoch is on here. He would second this, is when you start with like a 5-minute workout, or you just say, I'm just going to go for a walk for 5 minutes. That turns into 30. That turns into 40 then, as you continually get your momentum and get into the habit. So I can't emphasize that enough. All these challenges are great. All these different, technology is great for fitness. And sometimes we can overcomplicate things, like, oh, I want to follow this workout program. And, oh, well, I couldn't start because of this or because of that. And because. Get back to basics. Be active every single day, mentally or physically. Okay. Start with that 20 to 30 minutes. Boom. There's your healthy habit. And then anything you want to add on top of that, great. But start there, especially if you're struggling. Just do something. And that will turn into more and more progress. Okay. So, fitness 101, it's about creating healthy habits. I think a lot of us know we need to do that. So if it's waking up 15 minutes earlier, going to bed 15 minutes later, or going to bed 15 minutes earlier, waking up 15 minutes earlier so you can just do a 15-minute walk in the morning, That is going to help down the road. And that's what I think we all need to hear, because we want to know it's going to help me right away. It does physiologically, but keep doing it 15 minutes a day and you'll find that progress is going to be made. And then when you are working out, I go back to, you know, some people will say, oh, I need to, I want to do this type of workout, or I want to do that type of workout. And um, it's great. Whatever keeps you motivated, but just make sure whatever workout you're doing, set it up in a manner in which you're doing an active or dynamic workout or warm up, which means, simple things that help with posture, flexibility, and getting blood flow through the joints. Make sure you work in core, shoulders, knees, and back, or what we injure in the fire service. Make sure that you address them with either planks, just some simple shoulder stabilization movements. I'm a firm believer in full body strength. Now, I do have a program called the Super Strong Program. Those that have followed it love it, but they've started with Ultimate and they've started with Hero X, which are programs that consistently work full body workouts 3 times a week. And then we do group or fireground related workouts in between. But that full body movement and that full body exercises really transfers to better performance on the fireground, because you're never isolating on the fireground. Okay. That's why I like the chest and tricep bro workout on Monday, turns into a back and bicep Tuesday, turns into a skip leg on Wednesday, turns into maybe riding the bike on Thursday, means, the bar workout on Friday. And it's just, you go down this road where you're not going to make a lot of progress and you're wasting your time. Full body strength at some point will transfer to feeling better, making more progress, and performing better. Then integrate in intervals for cardio, because time is a huge commitment, or time is one of the biggest reasons why we don't get our workouts in. Intervals can shorten that time. Now, I'm not saying don't go for a walk here or a jog, but at some point start to do intervals, and then make sure you get a little bit of time to cool down, stretch, and set up your next workout. That's it. That's the basics. 2 or 3 times a week, 20 to 30 minutes. Do some fun activity on those off days in between, and just start there, 3 to 4 days, which will turn into 5 days. And then that habit creates, that builds on each other, and that's what creates results. And then all of a sudden, 5 years into it, you're like, Zam, you're crazy, but it works. And here's why it works. And I'm going to send you what's going on, or what I did. And I listened to your crazy live stream 5 years ago, and now I'm at the same weight. I'm still able to maintain my level of fitness, and mentally I'm a lot better off and better suited to deal with the stresses of the job. It all comes down to being consistent. And I'm here to tell you 100% does it work? Yes. Personally, if you got an email from me last week, the last 6 weeks, I've kind of been spotty because I've been traveling and been doing, working on a lot of different projects, which I'll tell you more about later. And I get off track sometimes. And for me, not being consistent is maybe 3 workouts a week, not being dedicated to my nutrition as much as I should, a little too much ice cream and tequila. It also, we all go through those different kind of times. And now I'm back at it. I got a good week under my belt, and I can already tell you that I'm feeling better. My pants are fitting a little bit better. I have more energy. My joints don't hurt as much. So it does work. And I tell you the story, not to say, not to make it sound easy, because it's not. I just want you to know you're not alone if you're struggling at some point with your fitness. You're just like, you're not alone if you struggle mentally trying to get motivation. I write and then here I present and talk about it, but there's days I just don't want to work out. And, you guys help motivate me, which is why we created the FRF Nation. It's just, if you're having trouble, post something and someone will help build you up. We'll give you that little piece of motivation. It's the whole reason why we created the FRF 5K challenge, just to keep people working out through summer, give them something to work out towards, and help the fire service, give back to the fire service, again, through the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and through FRCE. So with that, I stress to you, please pass on the FRF 5K virtual workout. Go to firerescuefitness.com. Please enter that. And then if you are struggling a little bit with motivation, just think about doing something every single day. And that includes recovery. Don't make it every day a recovery day, but unless that's what you need. Maybe you need to take a week off where you're just doing some stretching, a light walking, just whatever, but set yourself up the next week. Gonna work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Got shift on Tuesday, gonna do a crew workout. Got a shift on Thursday, gonna do a little yoga. And then Saturday, I'm gonna take a walk with my family. And Sunday, I'm gonna watch football and drink a beer. That's all right. That's a great week. Okay. If you're gonna watch the Packers, you're gonna need more than one beer. Just an FYI with that. So thanks a lot for listening. I got some great comments and questions. Is the video going to be shareable? I hope so. If you want, there are if you're asking questions about the FRF 5K, again, you could get all the information from the website. There is a banner on top. You click that. But basically, what you do is you enter, you get a training program. Here you don't have a lot of time to prep with it, but it gives you the whole parameters of the workout. You could do it anytime between now and the 31st. You could do it as a crew workout. You could do it as a family workout. Post a picture, and then just send that to me. We post that, and then at the end, we have all these names that we draw prizes, and all the profits benefit NFFF. So please reach out with questions. If there's a topic you want me to talk about, please ask. And I'm sure you're not alone on it. Sometimes I struggle to find something that is usable, and that's really what I'm trying to do here on these streams, is to give you some usable advice. So to review, get back to basics, set healthy habits. I don't really care too much about what you do within them yet, but if you do work out, warm up, core, full body strength, intervals for cardio, and recover. Try to do 3 to 4 times a week. Make it fun. Get some time in there for your head as well, for a mental workout. So thanks a lot, everybody. Be consistent. Reach out with questions. Stay FRF. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks.